Not looking like we have a ping pong ball in this chance. Ping pong ball's chance in hell. We do have the Lakers at 21. We've got Minnesota at 27. And the Celtics have our first overall at 29. Clippers will choose 1, Jazz 2, and the Nets will choose 3. Clippers are on the clock. Kirilenko looks like the number 1 pick here, although I think in this one it was Elton Brand. I see no reason to A, trade up, but also B, even make our picks. That may actually be the best offer that we get, is the 76ers first picks in the next couple drafts. It's starting to look like it is the only, and it is the only, first round draft picks over the next little bit. So we are going to trade our 21st and 27th to the 76ers for their pick next year and the year after. Actually, it is protection backup, so it is for their pick next year. But if it is a top 3, we'll get their 01. We do have a couple expiring contracts in Wallace, Camby, Iverson, and Bryant, the big 4. I think it is time to say goodbye to Sweetney and Tatum. Try and free up about $4 million if we can just get a draft pick. Even I'll take a second. So San Antonio's going to give us technically their next 2? Or is that draft protection? But San Antonio's pick isn't in here. And they don't show the original. So the Knicks have their 18th overall pick. So they're middle range. Who has the Spurs pick? The Spurs do. At 20. So theoretically, here's my logic. So if we go with the 18th overall pick with the Knicks, but we give them 2 draft picks this season, theoretically, 3 picks a year would make them better. The San Antonio Spurs are theoretically better, and we'd make them even more better. So the Knicks would make more sense, I think. Does that make sense? Is my logic checking out? This is the trade that I'm going to do. Desmond Tatum and Louis Sweetney. We're going to grab the 2000 and 2001. We're going to grab the next 2 draft picks here. There's nobody here that I think would help this franchise. Davis goes first. Francis goes second. 2 point guards off the board immediately. Elton Brand to the Nets. The Rockets take Kirilenko. Player options, Kobe, Iverson, Camby, and Wallace. We're going to hold them for 1 more season at least. So bringing in a Lamont Murray here at 26 as a backup. Yeah, we'll try and bring in Lamont Murray here. And he does agree to the contract that we've sent him. Like, honestly, at this point, we just need the lineup filler. Quack, quack, Mr. Ducksworth. I am going to advance to next season. See if we can run this back. Basically with the same squad. We did make a few moves, but we did pick up some draft capital for the next couple seasons as well. And we head into the 2000s. Do we get an animation? No, we don't. So coaching, coach game plan. Iverson, Bryant, Vince Carter's up to an 87, Ben Wallace to an 88, Camby to an 89, Lamont Murray, we signed him at an 80. Olowokandi is still a 72. We got Funderburk back! Rashard Lewis is up to a 79, which is good to see. Rick Fox dipped down to a 78. That is a little concerning as well. Ooh, I might need 1 more coffee. Simulate through the regular season. Today's deadline, do I want to stop simulating? Sure. So we got Iverson at a 95 and Dana Barros at an 80. Bryant and Murray. Now, Lamont Murray is playing like an 81. He was an 80 when we signed him, but he's 3.4. Vince Carter. Rick Fox, I am back and forth on right now. Ben Wallace at an 89 with Rashard Lewis at an 81 and Michael Olowokandi at a 74. Rick Fox down to a 79. I want to see what we can get for him. Like a Theo Ratliff would actually speed up. Well, he's 26 though. I was gonna say he would speed up the Michael Olowokandi because it is a weaker draft. We had the 76ers and the Knicks picks to Rick Fox. The Clippers, a top 10 protected pick. I think the Clip actually picked first this past season. Nothing really I'm seeing that puts it over the hump here. So outside of front office contracts, contract extensions, Rick Fox will re-sign. I think we let him go in free agency. He is our rental, basically. And he will free up around $4 million when we don't re-sign him. That is how I am going to play this game of chess. 36-10, 2 games after the trade deadline. Contract extension deadline. Let's take one more look. Like I said, the plan right now, Rick Fox, when his contract is up, he is going to be gone. He does want the minimum contract. You know what? I'd rather have a Rick Fox than somebody I don't know, so we will extend him at league minimum. He went from 4 mil to 0.6. Simulate regular season will continue here. We hit 60 wins. Call it 61. C-Web. Again, MVP. Manu Ginobili, your Rookie of the Year. Dalen Towns, your 6th player. Tim Duncan, Defensive Player of the Year. Antoine Jameson for the Miami Heat, Most Improved Player. And it is the 76ers. They're keeping me away from winning so many of those trophies. Allen Iverson in the conversation, the first NBA, All-NBA team. Weber, Garnett, O'Neal, and Starberry. Kidd, Payton, Duncan, McDyess, and Will Bowen. Your second team, Bryant Big Country Reeves. Sir, put some respect on that guy's name. Love seeing him here. Joe Smith, Vin Baker, Ray Allen, and Tracy McGrady for the Lakers. The third team, Kidd, McGrady, Duncan, Weber, and Robinson, your all-defensive team. Camby making the second team with McDyess, Garnett, Payton, and Allen. And your rookies, we didn't get any. Ginobili, Davis, Brand, Francis, and Kirilenko. Odom, Miller, Benjamin Patton, okay, Corey Maggette, and Ron Artest. The 13th overall pick, all making that second team. We are the second seed. Philadelphia stealing that first spot. We get Atlanta in the first round. I always simulate the first round. We will get Charlotte in the first round. They sweep Detroit, the 3 pick, or the 3 seed. Minnesota beat Vancouver in 5. Phoenix beat Portland in 4. Sacramento getting through San Antonio in 3. It's a good thing we took the Knicks pick. The Spurs made the playoffs and the Knicks didn't. And the Lakers needed 3 to get through Seattle. Game number 1 of the semifinals. Simulate with Simcast. Game number 1 in Toronto against stream rivals, the Charlotte Hornets. 2 minutes to go, 7-point lead. I'm going to continue a slower. It's a 4-point lead with 1:21 left. We'll jump in here and watch the final minute and change. Toronto takes the game 1 lead. Iverson with 32, Carter with 31, Kobe with 16 and 10 assists. 32 and 11 for Iverson. Again, I did not have on my bingo card that Iverson would be consistently the better player than Kobe Bryant. 13 and 11 for Marcus Camby. Over on the other side, got Kendall Gill with 23, Mark Park with 19, 18 for LJ with 11 rebounds, 13 for PJ Brown, and Graham and West with 12 and 11 respectively. We'll head to game number 2. We're doing the wrong game, but we'll sim through this one, which probably means we sim through our game? Question mark? Milwaukee. Nope. We didn't miss our game. Let's simulate with Simcast. Game number 2 for the Hornets and the Raptors. 6-point lead after 1. We had another 6 in the second. Another 6 in the third. And we blow out the Charlotte Hornets 112-87. Kobe. Again, say his name and he appears. I believe in Kobe Bryant. 31 points, 26 for Iverson, and 12 assists. 19 and 11 for Camby, Rashard Lewis. 13 points, 10 points, and 8 assists for Vince. Lamont Murray, a little banged up. Kendall Gill, 24 points, 19 and 13 for LJ. Mark Jackson with 16. Game number 3 in Charlotte. 122-87 in game number 3. Iverson with almost 40, 39 points. Camby with 18 and 12. Vince Carter with 18, 8 and 9, almost the triple-dub. Rashad Lewis with 14, 13 for Dana Barros. Kobe Bryant went back down to his, almost a triple-dub as well, 8, 8, and 9. Kendall Gill, 24, 16 and 11 for LJ. PJ Brown, 13 and 9, 12 and 9 for Alden. O'Donnell foil. Game 4, a chance to sweep for your Raptors. And Charlotte's the one who comes out guns blazing in the first. Seems like in those series-clinching games, we just can't close it out in 4. 87-74, Iverson with 18, Carter with 18, Bryant with 14, Camby with 8 and 10, Rashard Lewis with 6, Ben Wallace with 13 boards, Kendall Gill with 20, PJ Brown with the double-double, 17 and 11, Mark Jackson with 10, Larry Johnson only 9 points, but 11 rebounds. We head back to Toronto for game number 5. 6 points up after 1, 5 points up after 2, about a 12-point lead heading into the 4th, and we'll just sim this one out. 116-100. The Toronto Raptors will eliminate the Charlotte Hornets in 5. Kobe, 25 and 11 assists. Iverson, 23 and 10 assists. Vince Carter, 19 and 8. Camby with 18 and 13. Camby has been an absolute beast. I always think I'm going to replace him. There's really no reason. Ben Wallace with 12 rebounds and 8 points. Mark Park, Love that name. 23 points for Kendall Gill. Larry Johnson with 18 and 8. 13 for Mark Jackson with 12, and Nate West with 10. We wait on Milwaukee potentially ending Philadelphia's playoffs. They're up 3-1. The Lakers are up 3-2 against Sacramento. And Phoenix and Minnesota are tied in their series. It will be Minnesota-LA. I just simmed the entire playoffs. I wanted to sim the round. I'm like, what is this? Allen Iverson, your playoff MVP. Well, we won another one, chat. We beat Milwaukee. Let's take a look at the games. The first game went to us, 120-98. Vince Carter with 25. Kobe Bryant with 12 and 11. A lot of double-doubles. Vince was the only one without. Glenn Big Dog Robinson, 23 points, 21 for Steph Marbury with 10 assists. Marbury at 24 in a losing cause in game number 2, 16 for Mashburn, 13 for Glenn Robinson. 30 points for Marcus Camby with 20 rebounds. Okay. Iverson with 25 and 10, 18 for Bryant. Carter with 11 in game number 2, 107-89. Game 3 went 115-78, which means again we couldn't close out the sweep. Kobe with 25, Vince with 25, 19 for Iverson, 17 and 22 for Marcus Camby and Ben Wallace with 10 and 9. Marbury with 23, 12 for Mills, Kevin Ollie with 10. Nothing else really all that notable in game number 3. Game number 4 did go to Milwaukee. This is game 3. What am I doing? Game 3 again, I guess. Steph Marbury, 30 points. Jamal Mashburn with 22. 15 for Robinson, 12 and 11 for Mills. Iverson at 25, Bryant with 19, 15 for Carter. Camby continuing his double-double dominance. Ben Wallace picking up 11 rebounds, but Milwaukee grabbing that 103-94 win in game number 3. We get the win in game number 4, 101-97. Carter with 24, Iverson with the double-double, 20 and 15. Bryant with 20, Camby with 17 and 13. Ben Wallace down there grabbing 13 boards. And we clinch it in game number 5. Glenn Robinson with 23, 21 for Marbury, 15 and 11 for Barrett. Mills with 10. Vince closes it out, 25 for him. Bryant with 22 and 11. Camby with 22 and 13, Iverson with 20 and 10 assists, and Ben Wallace with 15 and 15. The finals went our way after Minnesota swept through the Lakers. Shaq with 36 and 19 in game number 1. Rex Chapman with 18. Steve Nash, former Raptor, with 17 and 11. 14 for Towns. Karl Malone on this squad as well, 12 points for him. But we were led by Kobe. Kobe shows up when Shaq shows up, apparently. 23 and 10. Marcus Camby, 22 and 15. 21 and 10 for Iverson. 17 for Barros. Lewis with 16 and Lamont Murray with 10. Vince Carter only picking up 9 points. He did foul out 21 minutes in. Ben Wallace picking up 13 boards. 97-81 was game number 2. Towns with 20. Shaq with 14, 11 for Nash, where Iverson led the way with 33. Kobe Bryant with 20, 13 and 17 for Camby. Camby was a double-double machine, by the way. Ben Wallace with 10. There's Camby again, 25 and 12. Vince Carter with 30. Wallace with 16. Kobe Bryant with 15. Iverson with 14 and 10. 115-112 win for the Raptors in game number 2. 25 for Shaq with 16 rebounds. 21 for both Nash and Malone. 11 for the Stith. There's always 2 of them. And Eric Strickland with 10. Game 3 was 106-100. Both Iverson and Bryant both with 30 points. Ben Wallace with the double-double in this one. Marcus Camby does not continue his double-double streak here. Vince fouled out with 22 minutes left. Chapman with 20, Shaq with the double-double, 17 and 10, 15 for Malone, 12 for Nash, and Towns with 10. And game number 4, Shaq did everything he could, 36 and 19, 18 for Chapman, Nash with 17, 14 for Towns, and Karl Malone with 12. Kobe, 23 and 10. Camby, 22 and 15. Iverson, 21 and 10. Barros with 17, 16 for Lewis. Murray with 10, and Carter again fouling out. 9 points for him. Ben Wallace picking up 13 rebounds. But we go back to back. We beat the Timberwolves. Slightly anticlimactic. I apologize for that. Retirements: Isaiah Thomas, James Worthy, Jordan retires. Spud Webb, Muggsy Bogues, the little mans. Avery Johnson, he was a little man's as well. But season number 5 ends with us picking up another trophy. Jordan, Thomas, and Worthy all worthy as well of going into the Hall of Fame. Thomas, Jordan, Worthy getting their jerseys retired. Historic changes. Nothing for the Raptors. New timeout system for 2000. Team branding for the Clippers will change. The logo, uniforms, and floor for the Magic will change. The logo, uniforms, and floor for the Suns will change as well.